Butcher's World, it's party time. Excellent. Butcher's World, it's party time. Excellent.
Okay, so as most of you know, I posted a photo of some vans the other day and kind of went crazy online. So now my thing that we're trying to do is see how many pairs of vans I can buy at a store and custom make some vans for you guys. So we're gonna sell a shoe that I'm custom making. It says eat shit on it, whatever, and they're just kind of one-offs. Everyone loved mine, so I'm gonna produce some. Let's go buy some vans. Got a couple pairs of vans. I gotta fucking fit all these in here. Kind of ridiculous. Most vans I've ever bought at one time, and they're not even for me, which sucks. So I just so everyone knows, I'm gonna try to buy 100 pairs of vans, and I have to buy them at full retail. So the price is gonna be set based on, these were $70 a pair, so be warned. And we're gonna custom make these with custom Rusty Butcher shoelaces, and then 6 print locations, insides, outside, and then the tongue, custom laces, and a custom bag. So we're gonna make these things one at a time, by hand, in the fucking shop. Here we go. I've only rocked Vans for years. You know, I've had other shoes and shit, but I just don't wear them. The whole Vans fucking culture and everything that they fucking do is just so amazing. And the fact that they just stick with the classic stuff. They don't really fuck with anything that just is timeless, you know? So, I kind of do that with clothing too. I only make what I want to make. I make clothing for myself. So if I don't like it, I won't make it. That's how I've always been. That's why I don't make zip-ups. I did it one time. I fucking hate zip-ups. Probably not going to do it again. I've always had that rule in clothing, and it's gotten me this far. You know, I don't want to go against why I do things and just do it for the money, because that's not why I do this. I'm fully aware that one day my style might go out of style. I might go out of business because of it. And that's fine, because I like designing for myself. You know, I'm stoked that people love it. But at the end of the day, I made these shoes for myself. People loved it, so now I'm making them. Last pair. It's easy on a flat surface. This one's kind of difficult. It's a really expensive blank to fuck up too. So every one that I fuck up, $70 down the drain. It's too hot for this shit. Standing next to something that's 333 degrees all day. Good. I think I got it down though. I think they came out really good. I just can't imagine doing 75 more of these if I want to do 100. I think I have 25 pairs right here. that's it for now. Cut my fucking finger. What is this dude doing? Playing fucking chicken with a big rig. Put your seatbelt on, Garrett. Fuck. Car's gonna blow up. So today we went to go film one of my bikes and decided not to run correctly. Or at all. The wiring, something's messed up with the wiring. I don't really want to dig with it right now. So instead of filming in the hills on the adventure bike, we're gonna go take the G-Wagon and see what trails we can go up and see if I can find some jumps and some puddles and some shit that do things I probably shouldn't in this car.
Always gotta get gas.
I know, every like other day. Fuck this car.
Cover your pin number, dude.
Fuck off. 6969. Chili mango, bro. So fucking good. I bought this thing like less than a year ago and it's already got like 20,000 miles on it too. Rear left tire on the way to go jump in the hills is low, apparently. Still gonna send it. So, right now, I'm getting ready. All the stuff to send out for the butcher box. These are little toiletry bags. We're going to custom make into these. You can put all your shit inside of them. And then we're doing brown leather lightning bolts for a little bag. So that's one of the things you get for the butcher box this month. Now I got to make them. Okay, so I did a little section on Instagram that said, let's see, I don't even remember what I put. What questions do you want answered on the next Butcher's World episode? Ask away, and we'll film a few of them. Can't do all of them, obviously, because there's a bunch. But I'm going to go through a couple and pick some out and answer them. So, first one's good. When are you going to wheelie a horse? I've never wheelied a horse, but I'm definitely willing to try to scrape tail on a horse. Set me up. Let's do this. That was actually Danielle, Jonathan, my photographer's lady. So, I'll wheelie a horse. You put me on one. When are you coming to Canada? Quite honestly, when someone invites me out there into something fun that I can go fuck some shit up at. All right, let's see. What tires do you run for the street on the Sporties? I run Shinkos on everything. I forget the part number. I'll have to double check, but that tire I run from Shinkos is super fucking grippy, and I love it. Definitely helped me get wheelies down on the Fat Bob because it was so sticky. I kept doing burnouts, but now I don't. The Eat Shit Vans release. So I made some custom vans, as you guys probably saw in this episode myself. I'm going to be releasing them next week, waiting for the last piece of the puzzle, doing custom shoelaces. So that should be pretty rad. Tips on where to start with hooligan racing. Quite honestly, go buy a shithole Sportster. You can do it the cheap way and put, and I say shithole, but I mean like go buy a cheap Sportster. So go buy a cheap Sportster and you can put dirt tires on it on the 16, 19 wheels, or you can kind of do like a little bit better off prep one and do dual 19s and just get some really wide bars and kind of just go out there and feel it out for a while. But it's pretty easy. Just put dirt tires on it and go run in the Run With Your Brun class, and kind of anything goes in there. You can go on street tires if you want. But get some dirt tires and just go feel it out, I guess. And then eventually just you keep upgrading your bike and getting more practice in and showing up to more races, and it just turns into this whole fucking thing like mine. Let's see. Are you going to do more giveaways anytime soon? Yeah, I'll probably do some this week. I like doing giveaways, like, I guess we could say like tomorrow. Every order that's put in from the morning till at the end of the day is entered to win something. So I'll do something again soon. What's my favorite build? That always changes because I always build something that more excites me more than the last one. I think the most exciting build I have right now is the Trail Reaper, the big old fairing on it and everything. I love that bike. That's probably my favorite build right now. Looks so tough. I'm super happy with the way it came out, but I'm about to dive headfirst into the Supermoto build, so that's probably going to be my next favorite one. But so let's go with the Trail Reaper for now. Do you learn how to work on your own Sportsters yourself? Yeah, I kind of just asked a lot of questions to friends who know about Sportster motors. I literally kind of only know how to work on one motor, so I work on rigid mount Sportsters only. I'm not really knowledgeable in anything newer Sportster as far as breaking up in a motor, dynas, like any of it. So I can build one bike and one bike only. And as most of you guys can see, I only ride that bike minus my Fat Bob and the Road Glide. I'm good at assembling things. I could bolt stuff on all day, but I am not touching those fucking motors. How to start flat track. I've gotten a lot of those questions. Quite honestly, like flat track's the newest thing I've learned. I grew up racing my motorcycles my whole entire life. That's probably the newest thing that I've gotten into, and it's definitely different than racing motocross. I had to learn everything over again, and kind of just the flat track community is really awesome. If you go to a track and you see some flat trackers around and you just ask them questions, they'll tell you anything you need to know about flat track. That's kind of how us and the whole original Hooligan team started. Was I think they got tired of us spilling oil all over the track and eating shit, so then they started teaching us how to flat track and teaching us what bars we needed, what tires we needed, the fact that we needed a metal shoe on our left foot, and like eventually it just started clicking for a lot of us. But yeah, just go to the flat track and ask questions, and get a bike that's suitable for that. Unless you want to get into Hooligan, then start off with like an older Sportster and just start building it from there. Let's see. What's your favorite thing about Hooligan racing? Hooligan racing is just this big fucking crazy, I don't know, it's like a circus to me. And kind of anything goes. And I've always grown up in serious motocross racing. And that was like the one thing that in the beginning of when we started doing the Hooligan thing and we were trying to grow it so much is like, I want it to be as far away from racing as possible and more focused on the fun aspect of everything and getting people involved in the motorcycle community rather than who fucking cares what place you get. I think Hooligan racing is at a teeter where it's like kind of in both worlds where it's serious racing now and it's still kind of fun. But I like that it's kind of like the shithead sport of the motorcycle industry right now. When is the jump truck going to ruin your life more? So I have a 1987 Ford Ranger with a V8 motor that's caged front to rear, and it's all-wheel drive. Hopefully going to be done in the next couple months. So that should be pretty rad. And then we'll be sending that thing, jumping in, all kinds of shit like that too. Motivation. I've always thought, like, I always am very self-motivated. But the one thing that I've always gone on is, like, I don't have a plan B. So I have to motivate myself to fucking do everything every day, no matter what, because at the end of the day, I'm all I got. And if I don't work, and if I don't have things in place or the shop's going good or sales are coming in, bad things start to happen, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm pretty self-motivated. I'm happy to come to the shop every day. I love what I do, even though it turns into a job sometimes. But, you know, I just kind of kick my own ass all the time. I've always been that way. Let's see, I'll do 2 more. Why no more podcast? The podcast thing was super fun. Me and Steve from Speaking Cycles did it. Honestly, we stopped because we just got fed up with the sound. We spent a bunch of money on a lot of really expensive equipment, and we just need to have the right person set it up, and we'll be back doing it. But that was the only thing that stopped us. Is I was tired of inviting people out here and recording a whole podcast, and then the sound was all fucked up. So once we figure that out, I'll do it again. We have all the equipment, it just needs to be dialed in, I guess. All right, let's see. Last question. What's your favorite Rusty Butcher product to make or design? That's a hard one to answer because, like, as far as t-shirts, I love designing t-shirts. The t-shirt thing's more like I design things based on how I feel at the time. So sometimes the shirts are more pissed off. Sometimes the shirts are about certain things that I'm into at the time. Sometimes they're more happier. Sometimes I'm just trying to get a message across. So, like, I design clothing in how I feel at that time. And, I mean, a lot of the shirts are really pissed off right now just because that's how I feel lately. But favorite things to design? I don't know. I kind of just like everything. I like doing a whole project from start to finish. The vests were fun to do. I had a buddy of mine help me on that, and he did most of the designing because I don't know how to do cutting so much. But I gave him my pointers and stuff like that. Just seeing the end product and the finished, like, design was really rad. So clothing all in general is fun to me. But yeah, I'll try to do this more often, and we can answer a few of your guys' questions. But till next time, we'll see you guys.